just get you to squat down, elbows inside, open up the groin. Feel a nice stretch in here. Lean forward, one leg in front of the other, like so. Got a whole crew cheering me on right now. And switch. All right, so the first exercise I want to do, this is just to warm up, it's called a shin box. I'm going to throw my legs out to the side, like this, and I'm going to swing them over to the other side. You can put your hands on the ground to help you if you need to. Otherwise, if not, you can build up to just doing no hands like this. Swing them around, and then come over here. We just do this to open up our hips, get everything warm. Keep going, keep going. These are super important. All right, now we're going to do 20 triangles. So I'm going to show you, a triangle is a submission in jiu-jitsu, but I like to do them to help me warm up. I'm going to rock back. I'm going to lock up my shin, my instep rather, under my leg like this, okay? And I'm just going to rock back. Okay, so I rock back, lock it up, come forward. Just like that. We'll do those until I say stop, okay? Go. Doing good, doing good. Stay with me. All right, now we're going to rock back. We're going to come up like we're going to triangle, but we're not going to lock them up. We're going to come up like this. And I'm going to extend the hips, okay? Still warming up the hips. Switch. This side. Guys. Let's go ahead and go into a deep lunge. One foot in front, one foot on my toes. I'm just going to lean forward, feeling a stretch in here. Okay, and now I'm going to drop my heel to the ground and I'm going to bring it back. Just like that, okay? Now I'm going to bring it to the other side and bring it back. Then we'll do all three. Outside, toes, inside, toes, back. And switch. Get a nice stretch first. And start dropping the heel, bring it back. Dropping it to the other side, bringing it back. Dropping it to all three. Right. Now we're going to talk about shrimping. So shrimping is something I do when I have a person on top of me and I'm trying to get my hips away from theirs so that I can build frames in between us to keep us separated. Okay, that way I can make enough space to escape the position, right? So let's say I'm laying down and I have somebody sitting, or on my chest rather, they're over here. I need to turn towards them and I'm going to shrimp to get my hips away, and then I can get my guard back, coming back in here. Don't worry too much about the why or what we're doing, just follow me with the movement, okay? So, I lay on my side. You see my toes are on the ground and my shoulders on the ground right now, okay? When I'm ready to shrimp, I'm going to lift my hips up off the ground. See that? Notice how my knees are bent. So now, when I'm ready, I lift my hips up off the ground, and I'm going to extend my legs and shoot my hips away, okay? So only my shoulders and my toes should be on the mat. I extend the legs and shoot my hips away, okay? And I'm going to come to the other side. Same thing. I lift my hips up, extend. Other side, extend, okay? So I'm going to start over here, and I want you guys to just do these with me, okay? Start right there. Okay. Ready, guys? And go. Shrimp until I say stop. Use all the space you got. Just go back and forth in your room. That's all you can do. Good. Catch your breath, guys. Next one is going to be a forward shrimp. This is the opposite of a shrimp. This is actually, instead of pushing my hips away, I'm pulling them forwards. So I'm going to be laying down just like before on my side. Now notice my bottom leg, I'm going to stretch it out a little bit like this. I'm going to extend my leg. Whereas opposed with the shrimp, we had our leg bent like this, our leg chamber. I'm going to extend this one. So now, when I lift my hips up off the ground, still just on my shoulder and my toes, this leg pulls me forward. It drags me forward. Okay? I go to the other side, leg extends, and it drags me forward. Okay? Let's go ahead and do some of those, all right? Follow me. Use all the space you got. And if you're new to this, maybe this is your first class, you're going to be pretty tired by now. Go ahead and catch your breath, grab a sip of water. I'm going to get some water too, and I'll meet you right back here in a minute, 1 minute. All right? Okay, so we're going to be doing the same technique we did yesterday. I think it's really important. I want to go over it again. We're going to be opening the closed guard. Closed guard is a huge pain to get stuck in, right? So just so you know what the position is, Mr. Rego's going to put me in his closed guard. Basically, he has his legs wrapped around my hips. Okay? So you would think, me being on top, this would be a dominant position for me, right? And if I were striking, it would be a little bit more dominant, right? But because it's just jiu-jitsu and we're not striking, he actually has the advantage right now because his hips are above mine, right? If he does a nice pull with his knees, he can take me off balance. He can take me side to side, rocking me around. He can take angles on me, right? And I'm a step behind the entire time because I got to open this up before I can go anywhere, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm a big advocate of standing up to open the closed guard. You'll see other people showing ways to open it from the knees. It's possible, but I think you're going to spend a lot of time being frustrated trying to open it from your knees. I think it's better to skip straight to just getting it over with and standing up, okay? So what I'm going to do when I'm getting ready to stand up is I'm going to find a sleeve. Doesn't matter which one. Once I have the sleeve, I'm also going to grab the lapel with my other hand. I'm going to pull the sleeve and push on the lapel so there's a nice push-pull action going right here. The reason that I'm holding the lapel here is try to sit up. I'm pinning his sternum down, right to the mat, okay? The reason I have this sleeve here is because I'm going to stand up with this leg first. If I stand up and I don't have a sleeve control, what can he do? He can underhook my leg, he can grab it, he can do all kinds of stuff. Yeah, it's going to make it more difficult for me, right? So I have the sleeve, I'm pulling it taut, chambering my elbow into my hip like this. I'm pushing on the sternum, and I have good posture, guys. The most important thing in closed guard is posture, right? If you look to the side, you're going to notice my back is straight, right? And I'm not leaning back super far. I'm certainly not leaning forward. I don't want him breaking my posture. His whole game is about pulling me down, right, and working from here, or knocking me back. My whole thing is about keeping a rigid posture, engaging my hips, engaging my hips, thrusting the hips forward, active glutes, right, and good structure here, okay? So now, I've got my sleeve, I've got the lapel, and I'm ready to stand up, okay? Just like this. I'm going to stand up with the first foot of the same side of the sleeve that I have control this time. Boom, right here, right here. I'm maintaining good posture, and I'm keeping my eyes on the horizon the entire time. That'll help me maintain posture, okay? Step up, keep your step up here, okay? That's the first step. Oh, so far so good. Step up with the other one. I'm in a nice wide stance, and I come up vertical, okay? I'm pulling him up right now. He's having a hard time even keeping the guard closed once I get to here because gravity's working against him. He's having to hold his guard closed around my hips while I'm standing up, okay? If it were still closed, can you close it? It's okay. So I'm going to lean out to the side of the sleeve that I have, and I'm just going to push, just like that. Your guard's open. Now I can back out, and I can begin to pass the guard. Passing guard meaning start to get around the legs. Because if you look, if Master Rego has his feet on my hips here, excuse me, there's not a lot I can do to him, right? What can I do? I can't touch his face. He can kick me. I can't really kick him. I can kick his legs, but as soon as I do that, he's going to be grabbing my feet and knocking me over, and all kinds of bad things are going to happen to me. So this is actually, in jiu-jitsu, a pretty good place for him, right? He's pretty safe right here. So I'm just trying to get to stand up to open the guard, and now we're neutral, right? I was a step behind before. Now we're neutral, and I can begin to pass the guard. When I say pass the guard, I mean get around the legs and control the upper body, right? Now I can hit him, I can choke him, I can do whatever. I don't have these long frames in the way, getting in the way of me attacking him, okay? So, again. Guard is closed. I have good posture, engaging my hips. Another thing is I never want anybody grabbing my collar, right? He's going to be trying like crazy to pull me down and get grips on stuff. I'm always blocking his grips. If he does get a grip, I'm going to go 2 hands on the sleeve like this. I'm going to push, and I'm going to lean back at the same time. Here, okay? And now if you see, if this happens, it's actually good for me because now I have the sleeve that I wanted, right? Hand down, pinning the sternum, step up, looking at the horizon, step up, come up to a vertical posture. Guard's already open. If it wasn't, I lean, push, step back, and we're in position to pass, okay? So that's how we open the closed guard. We're going to be looking later on this week at some more passes, okay? Right now, I'm trying to keep you guys engaged, and I'm trying to keep you, I want to make you a little bit tired at the end of class, right? So practice that technique with your partner, with a dummy, with whatever you have. Do all the visualization you can do, as everything that you do is going to help you when you finally do come into training, right? So keep that in mind. We're going to finish up with a quick ab workout, and then we're going to call it for today. Thank you, Master Rego. Appreciate it. Keep hanging. And we're going to go ahead and start with 25 sit-ups, okay? Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. All right. Now, I'm going to put my palms down on the ground, under my butt like this, and we're going to do some flutter kicks, or Navy SEALs, that's what Rego calls it. I lift my feet up off the ground, and I just start doing this, flutter kicks. We're going to do 50. Count them on your own time. Okay, ready? And go. Try to keep your legs straight. Keep them down nice and low. Already lost count. Make sure you're breathing. And 50. Okay, keep your legs up, don't put them down. We're going to do some twists now, okay? I'm going to keep my hands together like this, like sort of like a prayer position, and I'm going to touch the ground. Back and forth like this. We're going to do 50 of these as well, okay? Ready? Go. 10. 20. 30. 40, 50. Good job, guys. Some of you, like I said, this is going to be your first class, so I didn't want to kill you tonight. I don't want to go too hard. We're going to slowly build you up, okay? We're going to get you guys in shape with this. I recommend you drill everything that I showed you tonight at every opportunity and visualize it every opportunity. You know, the same part of your brain is firing whether you're doing it or whether you're thinking about doing it, right? So it's not as good as doing it, but it's close. It's halfway there, right? So what did we cover? We covered shrimps, forward shrimps, right? We're going to talk about bridging, and we'll do some other exercises as we go through the series, and we'll do definitely more technique. Tonight was just a primer, and it's just about opening the closed guard. From there, we're going to talk about different positions, and we're going to talk about actually getting around the legs against a person who doesn't want you to, okay? So stay tuned. We'll be back tomorrow. Thanks again. See you guys tomorrow.